Jump scares and blood are scary, right? But what if I told you there's a genre of horror that can haunt your mind throughout the entirety of your life? Psychological horror, the most terrifying genre that messes with your mind in ways you can't even imagine. Unlike traditional horror, psychological horror dives into the human psyche, exploring themes like paranoia, madness, and the fragility of reality. It is a slow burn that creeps under your skin and lingers around long after the movie ends. It's the sensation of knowing something similar could happen to you at any moment. Let's break down the key elements that make psychological horror so effective. First up, the unreliable narrator. This character's perspective is often distorted, making us question what's real and what's imagined. This technique creates a sense of disorientation and unease, as we can't trust what we're seeing. Next, isolation. Whether it's physical isolation, like being trapped in a remote location, or emotional isolation, like feeling alienated from society, this element heightens the tension and vulnerability of characters. Isolation amplifies fear, making every shadow and sound feel more menacing. Lastly, psychological fear. This element focuses on mental manipulation and the terror that comes from within the mind. Humans can't think when their brain has activated fight or flight mode. Now, let's talk about why psychological horror is so effective at scaring us. It taps into our deepest fears. The fear of losing control, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of our own minds turning against us. These fears are universal and deeply personal, making psychological horror resonate on a profound level. The best films in this genre don't just scare you, they force you to confront your own psyche. Psychological horror also leaves much to the imagination. By focusing on subtle, suggestive scares rather than explicit ones, it engages our minds, allowing our imaginations to fill in the blanks with our worst fears. That is it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel